All right, so I ended up having to replay a certain game. I had recorded week 4, and unfortunately, the audio didn't save, so it would be very boring to watch. Now, luckily, at the end of every game, it gives you a password, and when you enter that password, you'll pick up where you left off. So I've already entered the password. We're going to see who we play this week, and we'll go from there. We're going to play Washington. This could end up being a tough game. Washington ended up winning the Super Bowl in 1980. I say that, and the guy kicks like a duck. But anyway, Washington won the Super Bowl that year. And, okay, here we go. Dang it, I thought I was going to make it. So I said that it was going to be a tough game, and well, I'm making it look easy to start, so we'll see how it goes. All right, that's definitely a good start. So Green, who's returning the kick here, I think that's Darryl Green, was a cornerback for Washington for many years, and he was unbelievably fast. All right, so we got, let's see, 2 runs, 2 passes. They have that dreaded run 2, which is called an end around, where they hand it off to one receiver and he ends up running the other direction. I'm going to choose that one and just keep an eye on any runs going to the south here. That didn't work out so well for me right off the bat. So their quarterback is Doug Williams, who was the first African-American player to win a Super Bowl. African-American quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Yeah. Thought I was going to get away there. So a couple weeks ago, I had mentioned that I thought I was going to get away there. That Bo Jackson was unfairly fast. There's a website that actually has a spreadsheet of all the statistics for all the players. I'll leave it in the link down below. But Bo Jackson was the only player rated in 11, so he turned it up to 11. That was my awful British impersonation. But it would make sense that he's able to outrun not virtually everybody, literally everybody. But again, when a player is on a breakaway, one of the things that the game did was it would give your player a burst of speed to try and catch up. Now, this year, Washington, I believe they only lost 2 games by a total of 2 points. So they very nearly went undefeated, which... Oh, no! If you're not aware, there's only one team that went undefeated throughout an entire NFL season. No, it wasn't the Patriots. It was the 1972 Miami Dolphins. Bob Greasy was the quarterback of that team. They had Mercury Morris. Can't stand that guy. I think Larry Zonka was on that team. All right, well, I did my job. I got my 14 points. Damn, that's a heck of a kick. Got my 14 points for the quarter, but I won't be able to get any more. You know, things keep going this way. I might play a game where I'm not allowed to use Bo Jackson and see if I can still win. Maybe we'll do that as a one-off. Yeah. So far, I think I've attempted to throw the ball maybe twice, and I was sacked once. I might have thrown an interception the other time. You know, it's funny. Before I get started, I had mentioned the three teams that are typically the best. LA being one of them with a great offense. New York and Chicago. And Washington won the Super Bowl, so like they should have been up there in terms of the more difficult teams. But so far, they haven't shown up to play. I do like the uniforms though. The black, white, and red looks really good. Okay.
Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put.
Okay, 3rd and 15. Yeah, I'm going to protect run 2.
Ready, down, put.
Get there. Yes. All right, well on my way to maintaining that perfect score. All good here. Well, I hate to say it, folks, but this game is over. Now, I might have mentioned it before, but in these blowout games, I'm less concerned about winning and more concerned about making sure they don't score any points. Because so far, in the first 3 weeks, I've given up points. The first game was definitely the toughest so far. But I've given up touchdowns on stupid plays. Like right now, I just missed. Oh, jeez. It's things like that where I'll miss a tackle, or I'll forget that there's a slight delay, and I'll have that really weak kick. So far, so good. Oh no! Alright, but this is the game plan, right? You make them try and get string a few plays together in a row, which oftentimes they can't do. Hopefully they'll try a pass. And we'll get an interception. Thought I had it. Alright, I did not choose to protect the end around. So I had a good call there. 6 seconds. They're in field goal range, unfortunately, so. Third and 8. Okay, we're going to protect the end around. Here we go. 2 seconds. He's going to kick a field goal. I got to try and block it. Now, the Giants, they are exceptional at blocking kicks. Yeah, there we go. Does anybody actually want to see this halftime show? No, I didn't think so. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember much about this Washington team. They were very good in the 80s, throughout the 80s and into the early 90s. They had Joe Gibbs as their quarterback, as their coach. And he ended up going over to NASCAR and has an entire, it's called Joe Gibbs Racing or Gibbs Racing or something like that. So he's got a number of racers. He came back to the NFL for a few years, around 2010 or so. and maybe 2007, somewhere in there. And he just wasn't the same effective coach that he was in the 80s. The game had kind of passed him by a little bit. Then again, Dan Snyder is the owner of the Redskins, and he's just an atrocious owner. The heck was that sound? So Joe Gibbs really didn't have a lot going for him when he came back. All right, we're going to try and fool him here. It worked. What was that? Bo Jackson's 4th touchdown of the day, I think. Okay. Less than a minute in the third. I'm trying to remember how many years Darryl Green played for, but it was something ridiculous, like 16, 17 years. Now, back in the 80s, 90s, 70s, I overran him. That was a very, I mean, it's still a long career. But you get guys like Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers playing today, they're playing like 20 years. Drew Brees, who just retired, played for about 20 years. And it was very rare to see somebody play longer than 15 years. John Elway, for example, played for the Broncos. He played for 17 years. And he looked like he was in his 60s by the time he retired. Yeah, just barely missed it. Well, they're stringing one together here. There we go. It's tough to try and catch those crossing routes because they're very easy to run by you. You. I was still going to get a first on that one. They should have had me in the backfield. I got to score in the next 9 seconds, or I'm not going to get to my goal here. Let's see if he can spring one. One second left. Let's see if we can get it. Yeah, nice. That was the most nerve-wracking part of the game, was just trying to see if I could get to 14 points in the third quarter. Okay, here we go. Now the Raiders, the team that I'm playing as, I'm trying to remember the last time they won a Super Bowl. I think it was 83. I think it was 83. And I think they won over the Philadelphia Eagles. It might have been 82. But the season that we're playing here is based on the 87 season. So the Raiders were still good, but they were not nearly as good as they were at the beginning of the 80s, because I think they won 2 in the 80s. Maybe it was the end of the 70s, early 80s. But they still had some talent on the team. So one of the players on defense, who I used to play when I was a kid, is Howie Long. And he's one of the linemen, maybe a defensive end. And you might see him on Fox Sunday. I think he's still doing that. I'm not sure. I don't think Howie Long ever won a Super Bowl. His son won a couple of Super Bowls, one with the Patriots, one with the Eagles, just a few years ago. All right, 1 minute left in the game. Let's see if anything exciting happens. If I stop him here, I'll be happy. If he runs this back for a touchdown, I'm going to be super upset. I've kept my language clean so far, but I'll tell you, if I give up a point, you might hear some swearing. Sucks to be you.
Ready, down.
Okay.
Ready, down.
I was trying to kill time at this point.
Ready, down.
I think that's the first time they guessed my play correctly.
Ready, down.
Psych. It's a good thing you guys tackled him in the end zone. You should have done that 30 yards ago. Unfortunately, I might have left too much time on the clock that they could have another run at it. All right, so far, this is my perfect game. All right, 25 seconds. Here we go. He better not do it.
Ready, down. Put. Ready, down. Put.
I tested the audio before this stream, so it should be good. If not, I'm going to be really bummed that I can't use this footage.
Put.
Yeah, it's getting close.
Ready, down. Put.
All right, 5 seconds. They're in field goal range.
Ready, down.
Kinda.
Put.
3 seconds.
Ready, down. Put.
Man, he ran right past me. I'm so glad that guy was there. Holy cow, that was kind of a boring game for everybody to watch, but it was fun for me to play, winning 56-0. Well, that was unexpected. That was literally the perfect game. In the game, Bo Jackson had 7 touchdowns. Mike Haynes had 6 interceptions. So it was completely dominant on both sides of the football. Now, what's really funny about it is Washington ended up winning the Super Bowl in 1987 with Doug Williams as their quarterback, who was the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl. He was also the MVP, and they had an outstanding second quarter in the Super Bowl, setting all kinds of records. But that year, Washington only lost 4 games by a combined 11 points. And the year before, they were very good as well. Jay Schroeder was their quarterback. They ended up losing in the NFC Championship game, and Jay Schroeder ended up getting hurt and eventually traded to the LA Raiders, who I'm playing as now. Also on that Washington team was a quarterback named Mark Ripon, who ended up winning the Super Bowl with Washington a few years later in 1991. Well, there's nothing left for me to say about this week because it was, uneventful. But I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. If you didn't, you know what to do. And we'll see you next week when I play whoever's up on the docket.